Charlie's neck indeed did stop the bullet. Without question, okay? And this is going to dispel a lot of theories that are out there, and I'm telling you this 100%.
Charlie shot from the front? Hidden camera moved? Right from the start, the story is chilling. Candace Owens claims with full conviction Charlie Kirk was shot from the front and the bullet never exited his body. That's not just a medical fact, it's a potential game changer. In a high-profile death like this, such a detail destroys common narratives. But it doesn't end there. Eyewitness reports say 2 men appeared on the scene shortly after. What did they do? They moved Charlie's chair and allegedly removed the camera directly behind his head. Evidence erased. The footage, now slowed and analyzed, shows one of the men stepping on the chair. Why tamper with a crime scene unless there's something to hide? The internet exploded. Was this a professional hit? Was someone cleaning up the scene before the questions even started? This moment shattered any illusion that Charlie's death was open and shut. It raised one terrifying question: who was powerful enough to control the room, even before the body was cold? Candace versus Erica, a war beyond grief? While the world mourned Charlie, things took a strange turn. The tension between Candace Owens and Charlie's widow, Erica, burst into public view, and it wasn't subtle. Despite being called a close friend, Candace was allegedly banned from the funeral. Why? Rumors swirled that Charlie and Candace were more than friends. Critics noted Candace was doing far more to pursue justice than Erica. Viewers asked, if she was just a friend, why was she risking everything, her career, her platform, to keep the pressure alive? Some even speculated Erica suspected an affair and didn't want Candace near the ceremony. The emotional contrast was stark. Candace, furious, vocal, determined. Erica, calm, composed, almost distant. Was this grief or guilt? Candace didn't stop, even after being shut out. The public began picking sides. Who loved Charlie more? Who's fighting harder? And more importantly, who's hiding something? Then came the bombshell. Candace dropped the name Bill Ackman, a billionaire sponsor who allegedly turned on Charlie after he changed his stance on Israel. According to Candace, an intervention was staged in the Hamptons. Charlie was surrounded by so-called friends pushing him to walk back his views, but he refused, and the threats began. Offers of massive funding were allegedly dangled in front of him. Still, Charlie said no. What followed, according to Candace, was a coordinated effort to silence him permanently. The narrative took a chilling twist. If a media powerhouse like Charlie could be eliminated for disagreeing with elites, who's safe? This wasn't just about one man's opinion. It was about influence, ideology, and invisible red lines. Candace said it plain. They wanted him gone because he wouldn't play ball. And with every new detail, that theory gained terrifying momentum. The cancel blueprint: obey or be destroyed. Candace didn't stop with the names, she exposed the system. According to her, there's a pattern. If you cross the wrong people, they'll hit you where it hurts. First, they go after your reputation, smear campaigns, hit pieces, whisper networks. Then come the job losses, dropped sponsors, frozen income. And if you survive that, they drag you through court. Candace laid it bare. Do what we say, or we'll cancel you. Still don't listen? We'll sue you. She wasn't just speaking for Charlie, she was describing a silent war against free thought. She called it emotional blackmail by billionaires. Many agreed. Too many prominent voices vanish when they get too bold. Charlie had crossed the line. He refused the money. He rejected the script. Was that what signed his fate? The audience was left wondering how many others were silenced before they even had a chance to speak. Erica's strange smile, public forgiveness, or public play? At Charlie's memorial, the spotlight turned to Erica, and not in a good way. Many viewers were stunned by her behavior. While grief is personal and unpredictable, something about her demeanor felt off. She smiled, spoke calmly, and even hugged former President Donald Trump in a way critics called performative. But the moment that shocked people most, her public forgiveness of the man accused of taking Charlie's life. "I forgive him," she said. While noble on the surface, some felt it came too soon, too clean. Others believed it was a calculated move to shut down calls for justice. After all, if the widow forgives, who are we to question the story? Candace wasn't buying it, and neither were millions online. Was Erica healing or hiding? And what kind of person forgives before the full truth is even known? FBI's case falls apart? Who is Tyler Robinson? The man officially blamed for Charlie's death is Tyler Robinson, but that narrative is collapsing fast. Candace claimed Tyler never confessed. Even more shocking, she says he'd never even been to the UVU campus where Charlie died. His family supports the claim, stating the FBI story that his parents turned him in is completely false. There are no clear photos, only a blurry rooftop image that many say doesn't match Tyler. Discord messages allegedly sent by Tyler? Candace insists they were fabricated. Even the suicidal label given to Tyler was, in her words, a government invention. She maintains he's alive, not offed, and still proclaims innocence. If this is true, we're looking at one of the biggest law enforcement cover-ups in recent memory. And if Tyler's innocent, who was the real perpetrator? Or worse, was the entire crime pinned on a scapegoat? Pastor Rob McCoy, silent shepherd, or controlled pawn? One figure has come under unexpected fire, Charlie's own pastor, Rob McCoy. Candace tore into him for what she calls his strategic silence. Before Charlie's death, he reportedly had inside knowledge of the pressure being put on him, yet said nothing. Now, after Charlie's gone, he's defending Erica and telling Candace to back off in the name of respect. But Candace isn't buying it. She called him out for being more concerned with appearances than justice. If you were his real friend, she said, you'd be demanding answers, not silencing questions. To many viewers, his reaction felt too polished, too political. Some even wondered if McCoy had been pressured or paid to toe the line. Was he protecting Charlie's legacy or protecting powerful people with ties to the case? Netanyahu speaks. International tensions boil over. When Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stepped in, the story exploded globally. Addressing Candace Owens by name, he slammed her allegations that Israel had anything to do with Charlie's death as monstrous lies. He defended Charlie as a friend to Israel, someone who loved the Jewish people. Candace's supporters were stunned. While she never accused the Israeli government directly, her investigation clearly spooked major players. This wasn't just a domestic controversy anymore. It was now a geopolitical minefield. Some feared for Candace's safety, warning that she may be pushing too hard against the wrong people. Others said Netanyahu's response only proved the pressure was real. Why would a world leader publicly rebuke a podcast host unless the story hit too close to the truth? Candace's fire versus Erica's freeze. Two grieving women, two worlds. As Candace pushes harder, Erica remains oddly detached. She appears in interviews smiling, composed, and rarely discussing the specifics of Charlie's case. Instead, she focuses on generalities: faith, healing, legacy. Candace, meanwhile, is dropping names, citing timelines, and directly calling out the FBI. This emotional contrast split the internet. Many felt Candace seemed like the one who actually lost a soulmate. Others theorized Erica's behavior could be masking guilt or compliance. A new theory emerged. Erica was told to move on, to forgive publicly, and bury the case. Even wilder, rumors of her growing closeness to Trump sent tabloids into overdrive. At this point, no one could tell whether they were watching grief, a cover-up, or something even more orchestrated. Was it all a setup? Candace's final blow. Candace Owens may be the only person still demanding answers. Everyone else, family, media, political figures, seems ready to move on, but she's not letting go. In one final push, she exposed what she calls the federal fairy tale, a carefully crafted story fed to the public through headlines, blurry footage, and silence. She insists the truth hasn't even scratched the surface yet. Candace believes there's a larger game at play, where dissent is punished, where elites control the story, and where justice depends on who's writing the check. With every new detail she uncovers, the lines blur. Was this just a tragic death or a silent message to anyone who refuses to conform? Candace says she's not backing down, but how far will she go? And will she survive the pressure?